Hello, and welcome to Road Trip Guys.
Okay, that's it. You need a vacation, you're stressed out.
You want to take your RV somewhere peaceful and beautiful.
Oh, and it has to be in the ocean.
Yes. So, if you're in Northern California, Bodega Bay might just be the perfect spot.
Mm-hmm. Located about 60 miles north of San Francisco, hugging the rugged Northern California coast, you will find the town and harbor of Bodega Bay. Bodega Bay is a sleepy little fishing village, and it's a great place to unwind. It's also a great place to escape the inland heat during the summer. Although part of California now, Bodega Bay's history is rich with Native American, Spanish, Mexican, and even Russian influence. For most of its history, life in this beautiful little place has moved along pretty peacefully. That is, until the late 1950s, when, for a while, things got pretty exciting. That's because in the late 1950s, Pacific Gas and Electric decided to build the first commercially viable nuclear power plant in the United States, right here. The proposal was controversial, and conflict with the local citizens began quickly.
Oh, and there was the fault line.
Yes, the San Andreas Fault runs right between Bodega Head and the mainland. Now, we're not here to talk about the merits or disadvantages of nuclear power, but we think most people will agree this probably isn't the best place in the world for a nuclear power plant. Oh, I don't know. Would a nuclear plant on a fault line really be that bad? Oh, the Templar.
You were saying?
Never mind. Now we meet Rose Gaffney, a 66-year-old widow who owned 482 acres on Bodega Head.
On top of the San Andreas Fault.
Land which PG&E needed in order to build the plant. According to Gaffney, other property owners in the area sold to PG&E without hesitation. She, on the other hand, refused. She invited geologists, government inspectors, and anyone else who would listen to come visit her land and see the fault lines. She also sued the utility to keep her property, which would prevent the plant's construction. All this soon drew national attention and at the same time helped launch a grassroots environmental movement. Pretty soon the Sierra Club became actively involved, opposing the choice of site, and the Secretary of the Interior at the time, Stuart Udall, said he was gravely concerned about the site. The NCA-PBH, Northern California Association to Preserve Bodega Head, was formed. Well, anyway,
It worked.
they released press statements and submitted all manner of appeals to any and all state and federal bodies even remotely involved. In June 1963, NCA-PBH organized a public meeting and released 1,500 helium balloons into the air. All 1,500 had a note attached that basically said, "This balloon could represent radiation." By 1964, the conflict had ended. Gaffney was successful. Further construction of the plant was canceled. What remained was a large pit near the tip of Bodega Head. Over the years, it has filled in with water and has become a pretty little pond known as the Hole in the Head. You can still see it today. Sometimes you just need to be by the ocean, and the Pacific Coast is one of Bodega Bay's defining features. The area has seemingly endless miles of hiking trails, and if you're into whale watching, Bodega is great for that too. There are several state and local parks in the area, including Sonoma Coast State Park and Dorian Regional Park. There are also several campgrounds right on Bodega Harbor. There are no hookups at these sites and they can often get windy, but the views are beautiful. Around town you'll find an assortment of restaurants, little coastal shops, and if you need even more relaxation, visit a local spa. Much of Alfred Hitchcock's famous classic, The Birds, was filmed in the Bodega area. Die-hard fans will want to check out the annual Alfred Hitchcock Film Festival. Even if you don't make it to the festival, there are plenty of photo opportunities a few miles inland in the town of Bodega, at the schoolhouse and the church made famous by the film.
Did you notice?
Yeah, just keep talking. Maybe it'll go away.
Okay.
Lastly, if you decide to venture inland a ways, you'll find yourself in beautiful rolling countryside and may even want to do a little wine tasting at some of the local vineyards. Bodega Bay's climate can best be described as cool. After all, there's a reason so many Californians come here to escape the heat. Even in summer, it's often cool, foggy, and windy. Why would you want to come here? Well, in July, when inland California is 100 degrees, 65 degrees, and fog can feel pretty darn good. Bodega Bay has 2 RV parks with full hookups: Porto Bodega Marina and RV Park and Bodega Bay RV Park. If you stay at any of the other local campsites, you'll be dry camping. Since Bodega Bay is often shrouded in fog, the harbor has a foghorn. It goes off every 10 seconds, rain or shine, day or night. If you camp near the harbor, you're going to hear it.
We just thought you should know that. Bodega Bay is a peaceful and quiet place to spend a few days. It's the kind of place you dream about escaping to while you're sitting in a cubicle on a Monday morning.
Or on a Tuesday morning.
Or on a Wednesday morning. Well, you get the idea.
So the next time you get a chance, give yourself a break and take an escape to Bodega Bay. Newton, go find subscribers. Good boy.